Welcome. I'm really glad you are here today. We all have moments we wish we could undo. A conversation that didn't go the way we hoped. A decision we regret. A version of ourselves we don't fully recognize in hindsight. The instinct is often to push it away, to shake it off, distract ourselves, or pretend it didn't matter. But most of the time it lingers. It shows up in quiet moments, replays in your mind, or shifts how you see yourself just enough to feel unsettling. This doesn't mean you're stuck. It means your mind is trying to process something that hasn't fully been understood yet. Moving forward isn't about ignoring the experience. It's about learning how to move through it with awareness, honesty, and a deeper sense of self-trust. Let's take some time to explore this concept. When something difficult happens, everything can feel blended together. You might replay what the other person said, question your own actions, and start building a story about what it means about you as a person. Taking a moment to separate these pieces can be incredibly grounding. There are parts of the situation that are simply not yours to carry. You cannot change what already happened, and you cannot control how someone else behaves, communicates, or responds. Even if their actions affected you, they are still not something you can go back and rewrite. What is yours is how you interpret the situation and what you choose to do with it moving forward. For example, if someone spoke to you in a way that felt dismissive, you cannot change their tone or their words. But you can decide whether you internalize it as a reflection of your worth, or recognize it as a reflection of their state, their communication style, or their own limitations. This shift is subtle, but powerful. It moves you out of self-blame or helplessness and into a place where you can respond with intention instead of reaction. In the middle of a negative experience, it's easy to get pulled into an automatic reaction. Your body tightens, your thoughts speed up, and you may find yourself replaying the moment over and over, or reacting in a way that doesn't feel like your best self. This is where your reset button comes in. A reset doesn't mean ignoring what happened or forcing yourself to feel better. It simply means creating a pause, a small moment where you step out of the intensity and into awareness. This could look like taking a slow breath in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, stepping outside for a minute, or even just sitting quietly and acknowledging what you're feeling. You might say to yourself, "That didn't feel good," or "I feel frustrated right now." That simple act of naming the feeling can shift your experience. Instead of being inside the emotion, you are now observing it. And when you can observe something, you have more space to choose how you want to respond. One of the most common patterns when trying to grow is rushing to find the lesson too quickly. You might tell yourself, it's fine, everything happens for a reason, or I'll just learn from this. While that may be true, moving too fast into that mindset can unintentionally dismiss how the experience actually felt. If something was disappointing, uncomfortable, or painful, it's okay to acknowledge that honestly. Like if you said something in a conversation that you later regret, it's okay to recognize that didn't come out the way I wanted, or I wish I had handled that differently. At the same time, you can also hold space for growth by adding, there's something here I can learn. Both of these can exist together. You don't have to choose between validating your feelings and growing from the experience. In fact, allowing yourself to fully acknowledge the moment is what makes the learning actually stick. It's very easy to turn negative experiences into personal judgments. You might think to yourself, I always do this, or I'm not good at handling situations like this, or I should have known better. These thoughts often feel true in the moment, but they don't actually help you move forward. A more constructive approach is to treat the experience as feedback rather than a flaw. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? You can ask, what is this showing me? Maybe it's showing you that you tend to react quickly when you feel misunderstood. Maybe it's highlighting a boundary that wasn't clearly communicated. Or maybe it's revealing a situation where you didn't have the tools or awareness you needed at the time. For example, if you overreacted in a stressful moment, that doesn't mean you're a reactive person by nature. It might simply mean you were overwhelmed, tired, or triggered in a way you hadn't recognized yet. When you see the experience as feedback, it becomes useful. It gives you something to work with instead of something to hold against yourself. Have you ever noticed how certain moments replay in your mind long after they happen? This usually isn't random. It's your mind trying to resolve something that feels incomplete. If you don't consciously reflect on an experience, your brain will keep bringing it back, hoping to make sense of it. You can gently close that loop by asking a few simple questions. What specifically didn't feel right about this situation? What would I want to do differently if something similar happened again? Is there a small step I can take now to move forward? If you stayed quiet in a moment where you wanted to speak up, your next step might be practicing how you would express yourself in a similar situation. If you reacted too quickly, your adjustment might be creating more space before responding next time. The goal isn't perfection. It's awareness followed by a small, intentional shift. When your mind recognizes that you've learned something and created a plan, it no longer needs to keep replaying the moment in the same way. You can tell yourself that you have resolved it, and then move on. It's okay. It's over. You have processed it, and you can focus on other thoughts now. Many of us were taught to see failure as something final, something that defines our ability, intelligence, or worth. But when you look at your life more closely, most growth doesn't come from getting everything right the first time. It comes from adjusting, refining, and trying again with more awareness. The experience itself is not what defines failure. Failure only happens when there is no reflection, no learning, and no change that comes from it. Making a mistake in a relationship, in your work, or in how you respond to a situation does not mean you've failed. If you take time to understand what happened and carry that awareness forward, you've already transformed the experience into something valuable, something you can grow from. This shift allows you to move from "I failed" to "I'm learning." And that mindset creates space for growth instead of fear. Now, gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Feel the cool air fill your lungs. Breathe out slowly through your mouth. Bring to mind an experience that has been lingering, not to relive it fully, but to acknowledge it. Notice what comes up, a feeling, a thought, a sensation in your body. Without changing it, just let it be there. Now imagine that this experience exists outside of you, as a small sphere of light in front of your chest. It might feel heavy, dim, or unsteady, and that's okay. It's simply holding the energy of what happened. Take another slow breath in. As you breathe out, imagine creating a little space between you and this sphere. You are not the experience. You are the one observing it. Gently ask yourself, what part of this is mine to keep? You might notice a lesson, an insight, or a small sense of clarity begin to form. Let that part softly return to you, like a warm light settling into your chest. And everything else, the tension, the overthinking, the weight of it, can stay in the sphere. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, imagine that sphere becoming lighter, softer. No longer something you need to hold on to. When you're ready, visualize releasing it. You might imagine placing it into a flowing river, watching it drift away, or lifting it into the sky, where it dissolves into light. There's nothing to force here, no rush, just a gentle letting go. Take one more slow, steady breath in through your nose, and bring your awareness back to yourself, to your body, your breath, this present moment. You are still here. You are still learning. And you are allowed to move forward with more clarity than you had before. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Letting go of a negative experience doesn't mean it didn't matter. It means you've taken what was meaningful from it and released what no longer serves you. You don't need to carry every moment with you as proof of something about yourself. You are allowed to move forward without holding past experiences against who you are becoming. Growth doesn't require harshness. It doesn't require you to be harder on yourself or to constantly critique your actions. It can be steady, thoughtful, and even compassionate. You are not a collection of your worst moments. You are someone learning, adjusting, and moving forward, one experience at a time. And that is more than enough.